Hi, I'm Yvette Brown, co-founder of X-Promos Marketing Mastery, and I'm delighted to be here today with my business partner of over 30 years, Sherry Nomadi, and Kathy Parks, creator of the Parks Method of Selling to Retail Stores. Together, the three of us are launching Sell to Stores on Demand later this month so we can teach inventors how to successfully sell their products to retailers.
Yes, it's right around the corner. In fact, it's
Yep.
an immersive course on exactly what to do when to be successful selling your product to online retailers and brick and mortar stores. Our free webinar is coming up on November 24th. It's at 4 p.m. Pacific time, and we've dropped the link in the description below for you.
Hello and thank you. I'm glad to have a chance to share my knowledge with you. It's going to be great.
Kathy, you've sold products into a lot of different retail stores, ranging from Walmart and Target and Walgreens to Fred Meyer, Kohl's, and practically everything in between over the years. Can you tell us the three biggest mistakes that people make when they're first trying to sell to retail stores?
Sure. There are three big mistakes I see all the time when working with inventors trying to sell to the stores. They are relatively easy to fix, but inventors often don't consider them because they're just not experienced on that part of the process. Mistake number one, their product doesn't fit on a retail shelf. Recently, I was working with an inventor whose product was just 3 inches too tall to fit on a shelf, and that 3 inches prevented them from being placed. They had to go back and resize their item to make it work in a store. It's important to think about where your invention will be sold and make sure it fits in the store, whether it's on a shelf, on a peg, or on a special
It's
display.
amazing how much you can learn just by visiting the stores where you want to be sold. And it is one of the many retail reconnaissance tasks that we cover in the Sell to Stores on Demand course.
Mistake number two is not knowing how pricing works. Selling at the wrong price point and not understanding traditional retail price points that buyers are looking for. There are set price points that work best in stores, and all retail buyers are familiar with them. And they expect their vendors to bring them product that is in keeping with the standard retail price points. Also, they expect vendors to bring them product where pricing makes sense in their aisle, not too low and not too high. They have financial targets to meet, and profit per square inch is calculated and measured by how much the items in their aisle cost compared to the previous year. They have to beat those numbers, and pricing your items is a key consideration for them.
Now, Kathy, pricing is obviously a huge consideration. Do you teach inventors on how to actually price their product?
In Sell to Stores on Demand, we cover what margins most buyers expect. That's the difference between what they pay you and what they charge the consumer. And we teach how to determine what your general retail price should be and the strategy for getting there.
Plus, we outline important pricing considerations that can impact your final cost, like PDQs, which are corrugate trays that some retailers require, special stickering, and even master carton pack out.
Awesome. Now, Kathy, what is the third biggest mistake inventors make when they're trying to sell to retail stores?
Mistake number three is when they come to the buyer meeting with a single item without a full line. It's a challenge to sign up a new vendor, and you need to make it worth the buyer's time. Additionally, single items tend to get lost on the shelf. So a branded statement or multiple products with the same brand is desired and generally sells better.
Now, I have to say, I kind of knew what you were going to say there because we've been through this, and I know that so many inventors are surprised to hear about that mistake number three. So, Kathy, I kind of feel like we should do a separate session on how you can create a full line from just one invention.
Yes, I agree we should. And we go into the subject in quite a bit of detail in the on-demand course, as this is very important.
Great. So in the meantime, if you want to find out more about how you can sell your invention to retail stores, sign up for our free live webinar. We're hosting it on November 24th, and the link is in the description below.